Morning all, sorry about that, couldn't get on live for a second. So today we have got Functional Friday, which will focus on Turkish get-ups today. Should be a little bit of fun. Now I did put online you're going to need a plastic cup, preferably plastic, doesn't have to be, but you shouldn't smash anything, but health and safety. Or a bottle, which of course if you're going to be using it, we're going to take off the lid for that. So if you haven't got that, go get that now quickly. Whilst I'll talk you through Functional Friday, so this idea with Functional Friday is just to have a focus on something that's like a fundamental in training, whether it's a movement or something that you should really be able to be working on in order to improve other things, whether it's strength or balance or improving your squat, press up, whatever it is. Functional Friday is always going to be focused on something like that. So with that said, today is a Turkish get-up, which you may have done and heard of, you may have never heard of or seen before. Either way, we're not using any weights with it. I'm going to take you through it, first of all, just the whole movement process, and then we're going to have some fun with it with some water, okay? So first of all, if you bring yourselves down, you don't need anything. Now the idea of a Turkish get-up is you're holding a weight up in the air for the whole time. And you've got an arm locked out, and it's basically a movement around this arm. Now the thing people get wrong is they forget about this arm straight away and it's lost, and that's kind of pointless when you're doing it body weight. When you have a heavy weight, you can't forget about that weight up there, okay? So this is our focus point for the whole of this session, this arm that's up in the air like so. So that's what we need to do first of all. Choose an arm, put it straight up in the air and lock out the arm so it's dead straight up. You can even point to the ceiling if that helps. And now a good tip for Turkish get-ups is your eyes are always on this hand. Now I don't do that, but it's a big help to do it. So it's not a necessity, but it can really help you nail this Turkish get-up. So one hand up, the other arm is going dead straight out to the side. So put that arm dead straight out to the side, like so. And then we've got the same knee coming up as this leg, and then this other leg is going out to the side. So whatever hand you've got up, the same knee is up. Now with that, that's our starting position. Now we're going to go into the movement itself. So the first movement is going from here onto this elbow. So you're pushing up onto this elbow there. So with me, as you drive that arm up, you bring that elbow underneath you. So now your elbow is underneath your shoulder and you're in a stable position. Every single position we're doing today in this get-up is a strong one. The next one, we're going from the elbow onto the hand. So elbow, you push off the elbow and you're onto the hand there, like so. Again, nice strong position, upright, core is on, this arm is still up straight. The next position, probably the hardest position, is we're going to lift those hips up. So hips are going to come up like so, into that position there. So using that arm behind you, supporting yourself up, pushing up and into that position there. And then you don't have to hold that one forever, but I'll show you the next one. So the next one is focused on this leg here. It comes underneath. So you push up, and then this leg comes underneath like so. And now you can see I'm in this position where I've got my hand down still. This knee is directly under my hips. A lot of people have it here or too wide. We want it directly under the hips, and this leg should be kind of in a 90-degree position. So again, a nice strong position here. The next step is very simply, we're lifting this hand up. Core strength needed here to control up into that position there, whilst having a heavy weight up here. So we don't have that today, so it won't seem hard. But focusing on that core, doing that work is key for when you ever do this with a heavy weight. Arm always up. So now I'm in this strong position again. That knee's right underneath me. Right angle on this leg. I'm simply standing up into that Turkish get-up finish. So I'm right at the top here. And that's half of it. The other half is simply reversing what we've just done to get back into our starting position. So we'll do that now. So we're back down onto this knee, like so. Hand down. The leg kicks back through and the hips stay up. And then you can drop the hips. You're back down onto that elbow, and then your arm goes straight out and you're lying back into position there. Okay? So it's a really good strength exercise. I'm going to take you back through it again on this side, then we'll do 2 on the other side, and then we're going to have some fun with the water side of things. So another one on this side. So I'm going to go a bit quicker this time. First of all, elbow in. Elbow comes underneath. Hand, you go push onto the hand. And then hips, we're lifting those hips up. Knee down, so that knee comes in and down to the floor. And then we're going hand off. Hand comes off the floor. And then we're in this position, we're standing up straight. And then you're simply reversing back down. So knee down. That hand comes down next. Leg goes through, bum down, elbow down, and then lying down with that arm out straight. That's it. Simple, or as complicated as that, depending on how you found it. I'm going to spin round for this side, so you get a better view. But it's exactly the same, we're going 2 on this side as well. So, remember, arm out wide, same knee up as the arm up locked out straight. First of all, we're going elbow up, then onto the hand. And then we're lifting those hips. Leg comes under, off the hand, into a stand. Then we're reversing it back down. So down onto the knee, hand goes down, leg comes through, then the hips drop, elbow down, arm out. Same again. So in you come, elbow, hand, hips up, knee under, hand off, and stand, and reverse. Knee down, hand down, leg goes through, down to the bum, elbow down, arm out straight. That is our Turkish get-up. Now it's super easy to rush through, and if you rush through it, you may lose that arm staying straight up, or you may just not be in a strong position as each of those. I want you to do it with me, so that every time you're in a position, it's nice and strong. Do it at my pace, which makes it harder. It does make it harder, but the thing is, if you rush through it now when you've got no weight, if you try and do this with a heavy weight, which you can go really heavy with this exercise, if you try and do this with a heavy weight, you're going to struggle, you're going to be all over the place. You're also going to get less out of it in terms of building core strength and stability in your shoulders and your hips and everywhere else. So take your time with it, stick with my pace, but rather than using a heavy weight, because when you've got a heavy weight, you really need to focus on it. To encourage that focus, but without the heavy weight, we're going to use our water, okay? So, don't fill it ridiculously high. We're literally going to fill it, I don't know, like a finger just off the top, like so. So fill up your glass of water. That's actually quite high. And then what you're going to do, I should have shown you this before I filled it up, but you're going to get your palm. You're going to place your cup in your palm, or your bottle in your palm, and you're going to wrap the fingers around it, like so. That's how we're going to hold this for our Turkish get-up. So, exactly like that. So now if you don't follow it, if you lose your form at any point, rather than dropping a heavy weight on your head, you're just going to get wet. So, we're going to go 2 on each side again. So the best way to do it, remember, place that palm in your hand, wrap your fingers around it, and then you're going to have to lie yourself down. That arm is facing straight up, like so. and then we're in position here. Bring that knee up. Now take your time. So you're pushing up, the elbow is coming under, like so. That is arguably the hardest bit because it's most shaky. Next, you're onto that hand, and you're lifting the hips. Nice control, don't rush through it. That leg's coming under, and you're coming off that hand, and then finally standing up like so. Bringing it back down onto that knee. Nice and controlled. Hand comes down. Leg goes through. Don't just chuck that bum down yet. Control first. Control the bum down. Elbow down. And then arm out. So that is it there. That is one done. I didn't get any spillages yet. I'm going to do another one on this side. So, elbow under, big push up, elbow under. This arm's got to stay locked out. Onto the hand. And lifting those hips. Underneath you come. Push off the hand and stand, and then reverse it down. So as you can see, well, as you probably can't see, I've got my eyes on this cut the whole time. This is what I recommend at the start. Hand goes down, leg through, then the bum, and then down onto that elbow and lying down. So yeah, eyes are needed on the cut the whole time for this one. We're going to do two on the other side as well. So same again. Have a little breathe if you need it. Same again. Wrap those fingers round. Nice controlled. You can see mine's a lot slower, a bit shakier. That's just because I'm worried about spilling it on myself on Facebook. So get this in position again. Make sure you're in that nice comfortable position first. Arm dead straight up. Same knee up. And here we go. Pushing onto that elbow. And then onto the hand. Hips go up. Leg comes underneath. Off the hand. And we're standing like so. I just need to reset my hand. There we go. And then reverse it back. So knee down. Sorry, I have to get my weight in there. Down to that hand. Leg comes through. Bum down. Elbow down. And then arms out. We're also going one more time on this side. Push up. Onto the hand. Hips up. Bring that leg underneath. Hand off. And stand. And then reverse it back. Knee down, hand down, leg goes through, bum down, down onto that elbow, and then lying back flat like so. Have a rest there. So, I hope you enjoyed that. We've got a few minutes left. So we may try a gladiator get up next. So, I hope you didn't spray, well, I hope you did spray someone yourself to be fair. But let me know how you did with that, if you got wet or you managed to keep it controlled the whole time. In the comments below, we're looking for a gladiator get up. We'll try it quickly for the next couple of minutes. So, the gladiator get up, you start standing up, just for a bit of fun. hand up like so, and it's the same, almost the same first half of it. So you go down onto one knee, your hand comes down, and this is where it changes. One foot goes out, other foot goes behind, and then we're lifting that leg up like so. Back down, knee back in, foot back in, up and up. I'll show you on the other side. This one could be a bit trickier for the balance. So knee down, hand goes down, and then rather we're going into a side plank. So leg goes out, other leg goes behind, and then we're lifting that leg off there, foot back down, knee in, foot in, back up top, and standing. Okay? So we've got time to give this a little go. I've never actually done this one before with water, so we'll see how this one goes. So get that in position up top. We're bringing it down to the knee. Hand goes down. One leg out. Other leg behind. And then bring that leg off. And then foot down. Knee in. Foot in. Off the hand. And back to standing. And then we'll swap sides. Alright, final one then. If you do it with me. So arm up straight. Taking that knee down. Hand goes down next. Taking that leg out. Leg behind. Ooh. Other leg up. And then foot down. Knee comes in. Foot in. Off the hand. And stand up there. And then we're done with that. Cool, so that was our 20 minutes. I hope you enjoyed that, something a bit different for you guys, but really important for training as well. That control and that strength, you've got to have that kind of movement is key. But that said and done, I hope you enjoyed it and didn't get too wet. Also, I hope you've enjoyed the first week of Training 20. I'll be putting up the new schedule on Sunday again for you to have a look at and see what you want to tune into. But if you want to drop me any messages in the comments below or just message me personally, just requesting anything you want to be working on, anything in these sessions, which ones you enjoyed the most so I can do more of those. And if you didn't like any of them, let me know. Like this one, I can change it up. But I want to give you guys something different rather than just HIIT workouts all the time as well. So yeah, have a nice weekend and I'll see you all on Monday.